Hi and welcome back to my solo playthrough of Ring Circus. I believe the last episode was more or less bug-free. I did find one or two things during editing or so, but I should be able to continue my playthrough. Right now the automaton is still the starting player, which will change, by the way, once we have triggered our first scoring. At least the Barnum marker will move, let's put it like this. And in this case we are going, or he's going for another artist. We are also increasing our pedestal value, which it's not great. But in this case, oh, that's an interesting one, because when you remembered correctly, I was more or less ignoring this artist here, and this artist is the one that people in Boston would like to see. Again, I could have hired her when I was able to get 3 ticket cards, as far as I remember. For whatever reason, I didn't think things through clearly. But I believe in this case, the first tiebreaker will be the artist that is in demand earlier. And I think we have the elephant. We also do have the elephant, but another elephant came out here, which means if the stars align correctly, I might be able to get the specialized artist down here for Boston. I'm still missing out on the lion though, but yeah, let's see how things go. But first of all, we have to collect or hire this elephant. Let's bring it down here. We have to, again, it always needs to be in an ascending order, and I think, no, it doesn't come with any immediate bonuses whatsoever. It could trigger some extra bonuses at the end of the game, and let's see how things go here. But I believe this was already the hiring action, or engage an artist, so we have to discard this card. Oh, okay, we might be losing out. Okay, I have to see how we can get this artist. I really want to engage her. Let's reveal some more cards here. And nothing immediate that we would need, but still pretty helpful cards overall. And I think that's the end of the automaton's turn. Okay, back to us, and I think I want to make sure we are getting that artist. So we are going to give a show or perform a show. 1, 2, 3, 4 to Baltimore. We haven't performed in Baltimore yet. They want to see magicians. We do have a magician. You remember her. So in total, that's +2 points. Our pedestal value is 6. +2 would be an 8. We could still play a card. We don't have a 5 card, but 8 is fully okay with me. I really take it. And again, we have the agonizing choice now if we want the 5 points or the 3 cards. Again, I think I want the cards, but just because I was sleeping earlier. I want her for sure, so I have to take her into my hand. And then all the others really do not help us. He's really extremely powerful artist. We could still go for him because he would help us down in Washington, D.C. and would really give us an awful lot of points, actually. Let's grab him. He's really, really powerful. Let's grab him. And I think then for the last card, let's get one from the top here. I think this worked out to be okay because we can play her in between those two. And again, we are getting 2 points for every artist that's on the left, which comes with the specialized icon, I believe. Because we still haven't covered this one up, we are still allowed to draw 1 money card, and now we get a cool one. This simply gives you 2 points. I think this is really huge. And this is our 10th card in the hand, so which is perfect. We don't have to discard down, but that's already the end of our turn done. But of course, I have almost forgotten to move the Barnum Caravan 1 space further. I think it was 4 more spaces before we are triggering the scoring. Okay, next card. Again, he's going to give a performance. Here we have 2 temporary pedestals. I really have to see where he would go to now. I think he will remain here because, yeah, he's not yet in the lead. And did I do? No, he is in the lead. He's yellow. 1, 2, 3. He has 3 down in Washington, D.C., which means he doesn't really care too much about this one. His movement value would be 5 spaces. How far can he move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can make it to Philadelphia. He can hop over me because I'm in the medium town or a medium city. So in theory, he would go for the next region to score, which would be New York. And in Philadelphia, they want to see clowns. Oh, he doesn't have a clown, but he has already 5. And yeah, he gets the +2 from this card here accordingly. So I think, yes, absolutely, he will move to Philadelphia. I think a normal opponent would have done something here, but yeah, he's following a strange logic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we are hopping over our caravan. That's only allowed if you are in a medium or main city. Again, we are doing something here in Philadelphia. Again, we have 5 points plus the 2. That's 7 in Philly. That's only 6. So over here we would have the 7, but 6 is also fine. Therefore, he scores 1, 2, 3 more points. I didn't score any points whatsoever. And then we are moving the Barnum marker 1 step further. 1, 2, 3 more spaces. Indeed. Okay, for us it's time to play another artist, and I'm either going to play this artist here, or I'm going to play this artist here. They both give us stuff. I'm not so sure if I want to play her, because not at least at this position. So I think we are going for this space. Again, it has to go in between those. You always have to bring them out in an ascending order. We don't have to pay for that artist because, again, we are looking at the highest card in our row, in our circus ring here, and that's 10. And yeah, we already have basically overpaid, but we are not getting any returns here. In theory, we covered up one of our locomotives, but this artist comes with another locomotive. Ultimately, we gain 1 point here. We're gaining 2 points here because this symbol is now to the left of this elephant. And I think we can also score quite well here in New York because we have the elephant here and we have the corresponding artist to the left of that elephant. So basically this one here. So this gives us 4 immediate bonus points. But of course we have to perform there first to get the 3 points, of course. That's what I mean. But I believe that's already the end of my turn done. Let's carry on. And okay, another performance, and ooh, he can move up to no, that's for the hard difficulty level. We are not playing on hard, but I think it's still okay. Oh, yeah, that's bad news. He just got the elephant. So yes, he will totally move 1, 2 spaces into New York. That's always the first priority. He has the elephant. We doesn't have anything that would match here, so he's not getting any bonus points, but in total that's still 9 points for the spectacular automaton show, which is quite huge, moving him to 25 points. I really have to start scoring some points here. And of course, we must not forget to move the Barnum marker 1 space further, 2 more steps. But keep in mind, even though if he makes it to Washington, D.C., I still get to take his turn. That's why I have the Barnum marker here, or the Barnum token next to my player board. So I always go last, which in this case is really helpful. I can maybe still turn things around, right? Even though it's not really helping me, I believe I have to give a performance down here in Washington, D.C. because right now I'm really losing here. I would be third and at least I need to be second, right? So yeah, let's give a performance here in this small town maybe, or should I do that here? Does it matter? No, let's move to Wilmington instead. I believe. So it's a small town, which means we are getting 1 money card. We can play 1 card from a 5 card, which we have. So we are totally playing that for 2 points. Awesome. We are getting 1 money card back because that's our core performance. There are no adjacent small towns that doesn't have cards. So I'm not getting any bonus cards, but I get a bonus card because there's still 1 visible on my player board. So those were the 2 cards, and I believe I should still be at my hand limit. I have to calculate things through, but let's not forget our very first 2 victory points, and that's of course absolutely pathetic. Okay, let's move the Barnum market now to Cumberland. So right now we are in theory tied down here in Washington, D.C. Tiebreaker, first tiebreaker is, I believe, who is on the farthest left here in the main city, which would be Washington itself, which means I believe he shouldn't really care about that region because he's still winning here. But let's see what card we are drawing. No, he's going for another artist. There is nothing that would help him on a main city show. He would go for an artist of basically this shape. There is no one out, which means he's simply going for the highest one. And I think in this case it doesn't matter. We are going for this one. We are placing it down into his row. The rightmost one will be discarded. We are moving this all to the right. And in theory, yes, I can trigger the scoring now. And I believe I should. So yes, absolutely. We will do the same thing. We are moving 1-2 spaces here to Laurel. We don't have any cards with a 5, unfortunately. No. So we are getting 1 money card. That's a 5, so I think we will, not sure if I want to hold on to this. Let's see. We have to place our tent here, of course, which is now the majority down here in Washington, D.C. We get an additional card down here because, again, we still have something visible on our player board, which is another 5. This is a nice one. That gives us 2 temporary pedestals, but now we have to discard down, which we're doing at the end of our turn. I think I want to hold on to both of these 5ers here, I believe. So let's get rid of this and that here. Yeah, doesn't really matter too much, I believe. Let's keep the higher value cards in our hand. And last thing to do, we are moving the Barnum caravan into Washington, D.C., which means we would be now flipping this to the other side because we have that marker. We will immediately score that region. Again, we have 4 10s in that region, which means we will be scoring 10 points. Not too shabby. Barnum would be second, so he's scoring 6 points, bringing him to 31 points. And yeah, red is not scoring any of those points. And then we are handing over this marker to the Spectacular Automaton Show, which means, yeah, the next time he's actually triggering the scoring, which may or may not change things. But yeah, I think overall this worked out to be okay. But yeah, I think this is moving ultra fast now to New York. I mean, this is taken, this is taken. Maybe I should have, maybe, okay. I will not take it back, but I should have given my show here because this is where the Barnum marker was, so I would have been able to slow him down to some extent. Okay, I think that was really bad actually. Anyway, because we have triggered our first scoring, we are getting rid of those clairvoyance cards. We are bringing out the monkey cards. Let's give this a final shuffle. Let's cut. And then we are taking things from here. I believe in the easy mode, it doesn't really matter how many cards we have played. I could be wrong, but he's scoring points when you play on the, let's say, standard or the hard difficulty level per card he has played, or artist card he has played or so. So let's see. Okay, again, he's going for another artist and he's driving up his pedestal. In fact, there is an artist that would help him here, I believe. So he's going for that fella. The money symbol on this card doesn't help him at all. A locomotive would have driven up the locomotive and whatnot, but he will be scoring some points for this card. You see this artist here, he wants to see these turquoise ones are to the left. So that's 2 more points for him at the end of the game. And of course, we have to discard yet another card. Penguins here, everything else will slide down. We are revealing more artists. Okay, have to have a look at those, but I'm not sure if I want to perform anytime soon actually. Okay, I believe it's finally time to start our third middle ring here. And I guess we are going for yet another magician, but it doesn't matter. We already have a magician. We are now really covering up one of our locomotive slots, so we are down to 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces we can move. Is that correct? It seems so. Yeah, we have covered up this one. We still have to pay for that fella. What are we paying it with? I think we are paying with those 2 cards here, so we need to come up with 3. We overpaid slightly. But now you see that here we have completed this column here. And you see the symbol here, which means we have to play our very first scoring card. And we can choose if we want to play it here, here, or there. Do I really still care about money cards, or do I think I am okay at this point in time? This would really limit us further. This maybe, but we just have received 1 here. So we should be at 7. Let me count this through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had to count again. So we are at 7. That is correct. So if we are blocking this, we would be at 6 again, which isn't too terrible. So let's do that instead. Let's place the scoring card in here and we get to choose. I believe we don't have to do that from top down to bottom. I could be wrong. And for this card to score something at the end of the game, we definitely want at least 10 cards here on the right side of the board. That should be possible somehow, right? Famous last words, I know. But at least we have reduced our hand a little bit so we can start collecting more cards. And yeah, we can still do stuff from here. And if we're covering up this, we have to play our next scoring card, but when we cover up this card, this space, we get the scoring card we need for the second card, basically. Okie dokie, next card for the AI. We are giving another performance, and again, I think he will perform in Boston here, or in the main city. How far can he move, actually? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he will not make it to Boston. So that's interesting. So I think he will remain here in this region. Will he make it to Buffalo? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, he can make it to Buffalo, and then he would be in the lead in this region here as well in New York. And Buffalo wants to see animals. He has animals. So yeah, I think in this case he will certainly move. 1, 2, 3, 4 to Buffalo. Again, he has the dog, which makes it to 8. And 8 is not 9, but in total he will score 5 more points to this, moving him to 36 points. And then we move the Barnum marker 1 space up, and I believe he will stop at my location, so he will not jump over me directly into Philadelphia. I think we still have time to play this card here. The thing is, will this really help? It has 5 more points, and not sure if this is really the best that we can do, actually, or maybe, but this would be the perfect combination for a lot of bonus points, actually. I think we have to do that. So we're playing this card here. The highest card in that row is a 10, which means we have to overpay again, and this time we are overpaying heavily. So I will pay with this card here, actually, because then I can get some money cards back. I think this is the best we can do right now. This symbol would now allow us to rearrange cards in our display, 2 cards basically, but I don't think we need to do that, actually. No, it doesn't really help us, but that's 3 points on its own. Yeah, I think that's still okay. Over to the automaton, and another performance, and this time he will move 3 more spaces independent of the difficulty level we are at. He has the majority here, and I think he can make it to Boston now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, absolutely. He will move to Boston. And now we check what cards he has, because in Boston they want to see the 12. He has the 12, and to the left he has the corresponding symbol here as well. So he's really scoring an awful lot of points, and I'm playing on easy difficulty level here. I'm really not particularly good at this game. So it's 6 points plus 4 points plus 3 points. Oof, that's tough. 13 points in total, moving him to 39, 49 points. I'm really not great. This really hurts. And yeah, the Barnum marker moves 1 space further to Philadelphia. 2 more stops and we will trigger the next scoring in New York. I really need some points. Right now I will still collect at least 2 points, 3 points. That's not bad, but definitely I need the 10, right? So let's do that. I think we can at least go to second place. So we are moving 1 and 2. We can skip over, let's say, caravans in medium and main cities. So we are moving to New York. They want to see an elephant in the middle. They want to see this symbol here to the left and this symbol here to the right. That's exactly what I prepared here. We are going to play this card, which gives us 2 more money cards. Not sure if we need it or not, but we get still the extra money card from our player board. That's the extra card, and we are getting the 2 cards for this card here. Again, right now it's more or less currency. Maybe we find that's cool. We are getting another ticket card. That's also not bad. We are doing this. So it's 6 plus 4 plus 5. We have all 3 in the proper ascending order, right? Or in the order of things. So that's 15 points. We are placing a tent here. So that's 16 points. Not nothing. So that's 6 and 28. 28 points in total. We are slowly catching up. Okay, I take it. So this card is gone. We are grabbing those 2 cards, putting this into our hand. We are well below our hand limit right now. But of course, we must not forget to move the Barnum Caravan 1 space further. Again, right now, I'm in theory tied with a neutral player, but now I'm basically more on the left than the red player, so I would be scoring the 2nd place. Okay. And again, I'm playing on easy difficulty level, right? Okie dokie. So he's giving another performance. He would be getting 2 more points if he would play on the hard difficulty level. We are not. He's still in the lead in this region, which means he will focus on Boston. That's at least my understanding. He has already performed in all 3 major cities, which means he will either move to Providence or New Haven. I think we are moving to the closest one here. In Providence, they want to see, I think he can get more points here or there. Does it matter too much? Let me check. No, it doesn't matter. I think he will go for this space then. Yeah, he will move to Providence, to the closest one. That might be a tiebreaker, but ultimately I don't think it will matter. He has an 8, so 6 from his normal pedestal plus the 2 from the bonus of the cowboy hat. He has that. So he's scoring 5 more points for that, bringing him to 54 points. And yeah, of course, that's the bad news. Yeah, we are moving the Barnum marker in here because he had the Barnum card. We are flipping this now. We are triggering the scoring right off the bat. Again, he has the majority. 1, 2, 3. He's scoring 10 points. 64. We are scoring 6 points. So at least we were able to get some points out of this. And then we are getting this card back. So the last scoring will be triggered by us. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more steps to make it to Boston. So I really want to make sure we are scoring some points either down here in Washington, but we don't have the Lion yet, or we will have to focus on Boston. Okay, back to us, and I think we want to have this scoring card here. So the question is, what are we going to play here? We could go for this, but this doesn't really help us right now. No, I think we are going for her. We have to come up with 4 money, and does it matter? Let's go for this one here. I think it doesn't really matter for now. So we have paid for this. So now we have placed it here. We have to draw one of these cards. Now we have to immediately play it because the 2nd column has been completed. So there is no choice. And I think in this case, we want to do that here. And this card gives us points for different number of this. Okay, we have at least one of those. If we get a 2nd one, we can go already for 5 points. So that's not impossible. Something we can achieve, actually. But still, yeah, it's costly. And again, I'm playing on easy difficulty level. So let's reveal. Okay, he's going for another one. So he's bringing that up and is going for another artist. He would go for one of those. And yes, there is one, actually. Her up here, that's 2 more points. Again, he also has to adhere to the same rule, so he can't have the same number twice in his row, and he only has 1 row. But that was fully okay for the automaton. We are removing this. I think I want at least this one here. Let's move them over. Let's reveal 2 more cards. The question is, how do we get those? Cards. Okay, I have to think about this for a second, but it's my turn now anyway. Okay, I think we want to perform. Do we? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't make it to Boston now. That's a bummer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we only have 4 locomotives on our player board. Okay, that sucks. So maybe I do have to go to Providence first. Yeah, I was really discarding the wrong card up here. That was a bummer, but of course I'm not taking this back. With that, I should have been able to make it to 10 pedestals points. Now I'm only making it to 8 if I go there, and 8 is taken. But I still think let's do that anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can move in here. Again, in Providence, they want to see cowboy hats. We have a cowboy hat, so and we have 6 pedestals in total, which gives us the 6. Yes, indeed. I think we have 7 now, actually. Yes, indeed, we have 7 because we hired this artist here, which works together with this magician. Okay, with a 7, would that change something? Oh, yeah, it does. Even though we don't have an animal in our show, one of those, we are still making it to 7. Yeah, that's the better deal. So we are making it here. And I think I really want to play some more cards out, actually. So again, I will go for the ticket cards. Of course, I will also play this card, which gives me another ticket card. So in total, I get 4 of those ticket cards. Okay, that's good. So I will definitely go for this card because it definitely helps me. That's 1. We get 3 more. Should I really go just for this card and take the points? Because again, I have this card played here, and this is actually, no, I need different numbers. So I think, no, I will have to keep drawing. No, I think I want more cards. So in this case, this doesn't help me. This could help me in theory if I am, yeah, I think let's take this card. That's the second card. Sorry, this takes a while. Let's also go for this card here, and then we are taking 1 card here from the top, and that's an 8. Yeah, I know, maybe we can work with that. Maybe we get more points out of these cards, actually. So let's move everything here to the right. We will reveal some more. We are still searching for the lion, right? And I believe there are at least 2 lions in the deck. And yeah, Barnum has to move 1 space further. Okie dokie, back to the automaton. And again, he's hiring an artist. And because we are playing on easy, this goes down actually. So this is helping us, but maybe not so much actually. Again, there aren't any artists that would help him in the performance. There is no animal. So first thing, he would go for the highest scoring animal. In this case, he will simply go for the highest card here, which would be this one. It was the rightmost card. I still think we are discarding the rightmost card here. So I think the idea is that we're always removing 2 cards from here. And ooh, wow, a 16. I wasn't aware that there is a 16 in the deck. Oh, the 16 could be actually quite nice for us. Oh, if we would place it here, we would get 7 points right now, and we would get 3 points from this artist here alone. 1 more pedestal. Ooh, okay, not sure if we are able to get it though. And did I forget? I think I should have gotten 1 more money card here actually. I forgot that, but yeah, I think it doesn't really help us here. But there is a way we can get the ticket card here. So let's definitely do that for now. We are playing this and we have to pay 2 for that. Perfect. That was the llama we have just gotten. Awesome. Nothing immediate would happen here. Nothing would trigger here, but we are getting the ticket card. And yes, of course, we are going for the mighty tiger here. Awesome. This was huge actually. Doesn't really help us with our performance immediately, but right now we have 9 cards, and keep in mind we want to score at least the 5 points here. We are already here, so we have already 2 different of the purple ones, so that's 5 points. 1 more would be 7. So yeah, at least our scoring cards work in our favor to some extent. Back to the automaton, and okay, he's giving a performance and he will score the 2 points. I will not forget the 2 points at this point in time. And I guess he's going to New Haven actually. 1 and 2 indeed. He is at 7 plus he's at 9. Yeah, he will go for the 9 points, or basically for the 9 at 7 more points here. Okay, this is really ridiculous. For 73 points in total. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here actually. Wow. But yeah, let's not forget to move the Barnum mark 1 space further. 1, 2, 3, 4 more performances in theory. But now it's back to us, and I think I want to play the Mighty Lion because it would really score us an awful lot of points, and we are getting 2 points for every animal we have in our show. So 1, 2, 3. I think it does count on its own, and we are getting 7 immediate points. But of course we have to. No, are you kidding me? We can't do that. My only money card is a 3 and we need 4. Okay. Oh, that is brutal. Do I want to give a performance then first? Because then we would get another money card. Yeah, I think we have to. I want to play that lion. I mean the tiger. So yeah, let's move 1, 2 spaces here to Providence. Yes, again, in Providence, they want to see cowboy hats. We do have the cowboy. I think we went through that exercise. We are at 7 and we don't have any bonuses whatsoever. So no, we are just making it here to a 6, which gives us 2 cards or 3 points. In this case, I want to go for the 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Not sure if it really helps us, but again, we are getting 1 money card because we still have 1 visible, and it doesn't really matter which card is. We just need it to pay for the tiger, and then yeah, the Barnum marker will still move 1 space up. Okay, over to the automaton. He is giving another performance, and I think this time he actually has to perform here because that is bad because all things are taken. So he will go to the next small town now that is basically in front of P.T. Barnum, so he will place another tent. He's not getting any cards or whatsoever, but it will of course speed up the game. So this fella is already here in Providence, and that's the only thing that he will do. He will secure the majority, which I think I can't take it away from him now. Yeah, I have 2 here. I could again go for I should really still go for the 2nd place, but I think getting first is not realistic. No. And then it is back to us. And this time I will play the lion. Oops, no, that's the lion. That's the lion. That's the money card we have to pay. That's 4. So we are spending her. So we're getting 7 points here right off the bat. I think we are getting 1 more bump here, but this doesn't help us because again, we placed another animal into that row to the right of the clairvoyant here, to the magician. But we get the 7 immediate points at least, and we still get some more points here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 44. Not too terrible. And again, I will score some points at the end of the game still. Back to, okay, he's only going for another artist, which I think is good actually, which means we can bring out at least 1 more and we might be able to get an additional, I think we could get 2nd place still here. Nice. Again, there's nothing that would help him. He will simply go for, I'm not sure if he's going for the right mode. So this ultimately gives him 2 more bumps here, 1 from here and 1 from the card here, 1 and 2. But again, it doesn't really matter too much. It doesn't really have an awful lot of artists actually. Not sure if this is normal, maybe because I'm playing on the easy difficulty level. Who knows? Yeah, this really doesn't go our way. I think this is really not great actually. We can score some more points by playing a card. The question is, do we want to play this card, but we don't have any animals here, or do we want to play, this card, which also doesn't really help us? There could be a card that we could be getting actually. So maybe let's do that. And I knocked over my card holder actually. Doesn't happen that often. Sorry for that. We still have to pay for that card. It's a 3. That's the delta between those two. So we are giving away this magician here. We will get another one of those scoring cards, which we have to place immediately. Let me think about that. We are at only 3 spaces, and I think this is performances in Boston, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3 locomotives. But yeah, I think we should, we can always play in Hartford, I believe. No, I think that is fine. Again, we want the 2nd place there, but I think ultimately this means we are not going to play any more cards, I believe. Okay, I feel the end of the game is close. Oh no, he's going for, he's reducing that even further, but this doesn't matter at all at this point in time. He's going for another one of these artists. In theory, he would go for a purple one, but he already has a 6. He can't take another 6, which means he goes for the highest. Oh, he gets 1 point per pedestal. Are you kidding me? Well, that was really the worst result. Now he's also scoring an awful lot of points. So this card is discarded. This slides over, but okay, this gives us some more options, and maybe... No, if we are now ending it, it doesn't help us. We are out of money cards now and really can't play any cards anymore. Yeah, I mean, in theory, we could play an 8 here, but the 8, yeah, okay, gives us... that's 2 more points, right? Yeah, let's do that. So we are playing a card in here. We are covering up yet another locomotive, but I think that this is quite all right, actually. Apart from that, nothing else will happen. Then let's do this. Yes, he's giving a performance. It doesn't matter at all. In theory, he places something in front of him, but yeah, there is no real in front. So I think he's playing a penultimate tent into, I think it's also Wooster in here. And that's basically the end of the game, because Barnemarker will move over. So we are flipping this now to the other side. And when I have taken my turn, then we will trigger the scoring. So I still have one more thing to do. And with this one more thing, I guess we can secure us 3 more points by simply moving in here. We don't have a 5er card. We are getting basically 2 money cards, which doesn't give us anything. We can't use the money cards we get now for whatever. If we would be drawing a 5er card, that wouldn't help us, but yeah, it still allows us to place our 3rd tent into the Boston area. And I think with that we are also scoring now 7 points for this card. I think that's how it works. And yeah, that's basically the end of the game. Again, we will be scoring Boston. He will be getting 10 more points, making it to 83. We are getting 6 points, making it to 50. And then we do the final scoring. So he will be scoring some points, so 4 points here, 4 points here, 3 points here, 3 points here. He will score the points here. That's 9 more points. So I think he will have it. And in theory, if we would be playing on the normal difficulty level, he would be also scoring 1 point for each of these cards, I believe. 1 fame point for each artist automaton card played, indeed, or 2 for each of these automaton cards. But so we will ignore those for now. That's at least a small. I think the same is true on this one here. So let me do the math now, basically off camera. Really not fun to watch. Okay, ultimately he made it to 127 points, which is a relatively decent point. I think he would be making 15-20 more points from the cards, but now it's back to us, and I think we have no chance. Let's start with the popcorn value here on these cards. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, 14, 15, 17, 18 points for those cards alone, bringing us to 68 points. Oof, that is embarrassing. And then we get some more points here. So 2 points for this elephant here. Let me do that. I will adjust it right here. 3 points for each animal to the right. That's 3 points. 1, 2, 3. This is scoring 2 points for each animals. 2, 4, 6 points. Yes, that's correct. 79. Not too bad. So I think we have covered this row. This doesn't give us anything. This doesn't give us anything. We already counted those points. So that, yeah, I think this is really bad. And this doesn't give us anything at all. Okay, so now we have to go for these scoring cards. I think we have 5, 9, 12 cards in our display, which would give us 10 more points, or does give us. So we're at 89. Okay, so now we are talking. We have 2 different ones in our array, which is 5 more points. 94. Oh God, we are playing on easy. And I think we have given 3 performances in Boston, which is 7 more points, which brings us to measly 101 points. You must be joking. I think one major problem was definitely here down in Boston. So we didn't get the lion card, which might have given us 6, 7 points at least. We were always last in those locations, so I think from that alone we lost 4 more points, and ultimately we didn't really score any points in game. So all the performances we have given in these medium cities, we always went for the tickets. So this could have been easily 10 points here. I mean, you see the idea up here. This could have been 8 points. And quite honestly, I'm not sure if we were able to get as many points from the cards I was hoping for. Again, by all means, I'm absolutely an amateur in this game. I only played the multiplayer version, I think twice or so. So I really don't know what I'm doing here. I didn't really know what to expect from the AI, but ultimately, from how this solo mode has been designed, it's really a job very, very well done. I always enjoy an easy to follow, straightforward solo mode, and that's really what they did here. Nice job, David. Absolutely amazing job. Really enjoyed it, a big deal. And quite honestly, I'm very happy that I didn't beat the AI here in my first attempt, even on the easy difficulty level. So there's really a lot for me to improve upon, and that's really something I do appreciate. I don't mind losing. Here it really felt a little bit like the automaton was wiping the floor with me, but okay, it is what it is. I really still had a great time here, and I really hope you enjoyed my little playthrough here too. Definitely let me know what you think. Again, sorry for all the goofs, for my mumbling, for my thinking out loud, but yeah, I'm still a learner in this game. But again, I will definitely continue to play this game. It's really a lot of fun. It's very simple, very straightforward. It's really fun to optimize the board here a little bit. The rules, there are some very, very little, not sure if it's ambiguities, but unclarities. So I had to ask some questions. Some things I believe might have been because of the translation. Nothing major. You can really play this game without many problems, but there were one or two things. And when you look at the geek, you do see some, let's say, questions or similar questions that I had, and also that there are basically situations where the Barnum marker is not able to end the game, for example. So the designers came up with some kind of a, let's call it, house rule, semi-official one or so, maybe something they will fix in the next print run or so. But again, so far I didn't stumble upon this, but apparently it's possible. But apart from that, really great fun. I enjoyed it a big deal. I totally like the layout. I really like how much game, again, DVS/KOSMOS put into a relatively small box here. So, and yeah, with that being said, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos, and yeah, until then, bye bye.